Hello, you are listening to Everyday Superpower, a place where we talk about nonverbal communication, attraction, relationships, and everything in between. You know how we start these videos. I'll let you know that down in the description of this video there are two links. One of the links will take you to a YouTube playlist of my own, which covers the entire catalogue of body language, so you'll be able to read someone from A to B. Check that out. And there is a link to my Patreon as to where we are going to watch real dates in real time and observe real attraction or repulsion behaviors. You won't get that game on any other channel, I assure you that. So check that out if you're interested in learning something which will stick with you forever. Now, it's a relatively simple conversation we're going to have today, but I just really want to implement it because it is important, and if you are trying to find a potential suitor, you won't have to look no further if you apply this methodology and put your best foot forward, really. So I'm talking about leveling up. Yeah, I'm talking about leveling up. Well, what does leveling up mean? Leveling up means, let's say I don't do this personally because I think it's quite shallow and I think it's incredibly subjective as to what people find attractive and beautiful. But for this particular conversation, we're going to talk about rating people on a scale of 1 to 10, right? But I'm going to talk about you for the most part. So let's say you are a 5, okay? You are a 5 out of 10. That's who you are. You've got, relatively average looks. You have a job. It's nothing special. You have a place of your own. Given, that you're in your 20s, let's say. You have a place of your own. You more than likely have a vehicle of your own, but it's not a decent vehicle, And that's about it, You have your hobbies and you do your thing, but you're not necessarily excelling in anything. You're a nice, steady, stable, even 5. I don't think there's any shame in that, alright? You've got potential suitors. You are on the sexual market, alright? You can level up if you want. How do you do that? And the thing is, when you do level up, or when you level down, you are going to minimalize the appeal, or you are going to enhance the appeal you have to the opposite sex, or even the same sex if you're that way inclined. Even if you are or you aren't, it's going to be that way regardless, alright? Potentially more so as far as the image is concerned. So let's say you lose a lot of weight and you go from a 5 to a 6, yeah? You are still going to be attractive to that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as the opposite sex. But now you're going to be also appealing to the 6. So through that one action, and if you can keep retaining that element, so from fat and overweight and unhealthy, and biologically, repulsive in a way that you wouldn't be deemed an appropriate father figure due to the fact that you might not live long enough to oversee the 18 years of that child's development. Yeah, so there are more things in play when it comes to being overweight as opposed to just being a little unsavory to the eyes. When you level up and lose that weight, you now not only remain appealing to the majority of those whom you did before, you now appeal to more. So you've expanded your market value, you've expanded your take of the market, full stop, right? Simple, basic, but when you lay it out as an image, as you lay it out as a concept, it becomes a little more simple to understand, right? Don't get me wrong, there are some women out there or some suitors who might think, well, I like my man with a little more weight, or now he makes me feel a little bit, insecure, so I wouldn't choose him as a partner. That's completely understandable. So some people will still drop out because they preferred you as you were before. But generally speaking, if you abide by the rules, if you go to the gym, if you look better, if you become more muscular, not overtly, unconfidently doing so, but do so out of self-love and respect and look better and take better care of yourself, generally you are going to appeal to more people. It's a marketing game, yeah? Oh, I really want to pull women. Oh, I really want a girlfriend. I really want a wife. I really want women to give me better attention. That's fine. Not every woman is going to do that, okay? A lot of women are going to be out of your league. A lot of women aren't going to be interested in what you look like. A lot of women are going to be interested in who you are and what you have to offer. But by enhancing your rating, now you're the one who can give yourself this rating, whether you want to give yourself a generalized 1 out of 10 or if you want to give, right, my body game is only a 4 out of 10. So if I bump that to a 6, then that's going to enhance my overall rating. I'm going to get more, glances my way. I'm going to have women who want to be seen talking to me a little more, generally speaking, over the next 100 women I speak to, over the next 1,000 women I speak to. It's only going to up your chances to find that very special person who you may be pursuing. Alright, or them 5 people you're aiming at pursuing, or them 10, or them 15, or the 20. Okay? Your clothing. Take this from me, yeah? I like being comfortable. I like being comfortable to the point where the clothing I wear might not be optimal as far as putting out a positive image. I like to relax. I like baggy pants, sweatpants. I like trainers. I don't necessarily need quality clothing. If anything, quality and designer and, high value clothing is actually quite detrimental to me and my psyche because, I'm a man. I'm quite a mucky person. I like to get my hands dirty. I like to get busy. And I don't spend my life cleaning my clothes and so forth. That's a little bit from me. That's some honesty from me. So I'm losing out on the value and the marketing I would be able to have given I wore better clothes, I look after my clothes more, and I take a little more attention to fashion and so on and so forth. I tailor my clothes to fit me a bit better. I pay more attention to that. Imagine if I did that. That would mean that more women would give me attention. Okay? Now, it might not be the attention of women I find interesting or want to have the attention of, but more women would. And in that 100, 1,000, 1 million women, as I come, cross paths with in my life, if I retain that standard and quality of the clothes I wear and upgrade it over time, I'm going to get better results, right? Simples. Have a look at a part of your life you can enhance. When it comes to, I want to make more money, or, I want to, do this, that, and the third, alright? It starts with a little step, yeah? Starts with a little step. You get yourself together, you put your first step forward, and before you know it, you're heading in the right direction. I want to get in better shape. I want to lose weight. I want to dress better. I want to invest in self-care, and I want to enhance myself and my, not only appeal to others, but how I'm going to feel towards myself. Because if you lose weight and gain more attention from others, naturally you'll be more magnetic. Naturally, you'll be more appealing. Because you'll feel good about yourself, you'll radiate this positive, attractive energy, and it will create this incredible momentum as you feed off of others and, radiate more magnetic pull. Doesn't this make sense? So, let's say you're a 2 out of 10, alright? You're in a dire situation. I would never say you're a 1, right? But you're a 2, you really need to get moving, and you're sick to death of being unattractive to the opposite sex, right? It's just gotten too much. Right, where do we start? Do you throw your clothes out? Do you say, I'm going to move out of my parents' house, I've got enough money saved up, I'm going to get a place of my own? By them, ding, 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 you're starting to raise your levels, and on each and every level, you're only going to remain attractive for the most part to the women you were attractive to before, but you're going to open up broader horizons. You're going to have, a broad distance of sight ahead of you as opposed to the short-sightedness you once had. More women are going to see that you are attracted and maybe not attracted, my apologies. More women are going to see that you are more attractive to more women and want you more. That's the power of value. When people say, oh, I'm a valuable man, I'm a high valued man, it's because you are a prize. Oh, I'm a prize, I'm a prize. That's what people say, right? What does that mean? It means you're a trophy. People say, she's a trophy wife. What does that mean? It means that to get you, somebody has to win. Somebody needs to come first because you are highly sought after. And as you raise the ranks and raise your level in a comfortable and confident fashion, because as I spoke on in regards to clothing, it's not necessarily me to go out there and spend, a lot of money on clothing and to upkeep these clothes to an incredible high standard. It's not like me. And potentially if I was walking around with a £2,000 coat, I would feel uncomfortable and I would project that. And paradoxically, it might actually knock my rating down because I might look like I'm a bit of a shell of an individual, if you know where I'm coming from. So you have to be organic and understanding that what you are doing is fulfilling your own desires and soul as well, right? But as you go from that 2 to 3 to 4 to 5, you'll start to think, you know what, I am getting attention now. And because I am getting attention, I can see very clearly that I am becoming valuable. And as you start to understand that you are becoming valuable, you will start to become more confident, not on a conscious basis, well, on a conscious basis, because you will be feeling and understanding and knowing that. But on a subconscious, unconscious basis, you as an animal are going to start to see other animals of the opposite sex give you attention. And you're going to start to naturally, subconsciously portray the behaviors, the gestures, and the non-verbal content that is necessary for you to continue climbing up the ladder and to become very seductive as an individual. Where are you going to start? We're all doing it. We're all finding ways to make ourselves better, enhance ourselves. But consciously, where are you going to start from right now? Where do you need to improve on? What have you been holding off, which you find some reason and you've not gone into depth as to why you would like to do it, or the benefits and the effect of it. It is as brutal and it is as simple as if you look better, smell better, have better hygiene, possess a better job, create more money, enhance particular elements you may be lacking on, which are definitely appealing to the opposite sex, you will become more appealing to the tens, to the thousands, to the millions, to the billions. Yeah? The person sitting opposite you on the bus, right, might not find you attractive, but as you get off of that bus, you might come across a woman who does like you for what she sees. And then when you go to the barbers and get a fresh haircut and take a little more care of your appearance and apply a little bit of moisturizer to your face in the morning, when you are on that bus again the next week, that person who was sitting across to you might actually give you a bit of attention. And as you get off of that bus and see that same person, they may give you the same attention again. And then the person that's behind that person might see that she's giving you attention and think, what's she looking at? Oh wow, he looks nice, and give you attention. And then you go to the shops and you buy yourself a smart suit instead of wearing, the same leisure wear you always wear. And now you're on the bus in a suit and that woman before you has a look at you and says, wow, he is a different standard of man as to what I generally see on this bus route every morning. I might be short-sighted in saying that, but my perception is that considering he is wearing a new suit, he must be within the categorization of what I know of men who wear suits. He must be, intelligent, successful, driven, ambitious, connect the dots. And if she doesn't think that, the next person will think that, and the next person will think that, and the next person will think that. It's a numbers game, it's marketing, it's business, it's sales. What can you enhance? What are you willing to enhance? What do you need to enhance? It will all add up and it will all make sense. Okay, there's no deep depth to it. I know we go into the fine detail of this body language game and so on and so forth, but what can you do better? What can you invest in as far as your own upkeep and as far as what you possess, what you own, in regards to what makes you you? What are you? Who are you? What quality are you? I'm not a materialistic person. It took me a moment to delve into this game. I know a lot of you won't be materialistic, okay? But let's be real for a moment. I'm signing out. Peace.